Hey, Shig. Welcome back to the Inner Circle.
All right, so we are doing a collective message, and I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay, I have another Oracle deck that I'm going to use at some point, maybe this week, but maybe next week. But I want to get more familiar with it, and it's the Green Witches Oracle deck. Okay, it's right here, the Green Witches Oracle deck. I like it because it uses green elements, so like earth elements, throughout the book, but yeah, using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck today for you, collective. And I did my meditation on the deck so I can gauge what the collective energy is, right? So let's see what it's hitting on. You ready? All right. So the bottom of the deck right now is Never Ending Story in Reverse, and that's number 37. Okay. 37 reduces to 10, and that's about like a cycle closing or the end of a chapter, right? But if it's in reverse, maybe the chapter has not ended, okay? Or you're having difficulty with a chapter ending, okay? Something could be like reoccurring again for you in whatever way. So, collective, let's see. What message do you have for the collective, Holy Spirit, angels in heaven? What message is most appropriate for the collective today? Today is December 1st. We are currently in December 2025. That means in just a month, we will be in a whole new year. How does that feel? Right? Sorry, my allergies. Let's see. For the collective spirit, what's the most appropriate message for the collective at this time? Are you feeling anxious about the new year? Here it is. Flexible. This is the message. Number 19, which also reduces to 10. Okay. That's 2 10s, right? There is no such thing as coincidences. Okay. It's synchronistic, right? Because of chop wood in reverse, number 42. Okay. And 42 reduces to 6. And that's about balance and harmony, fairness, equal. So something could be coming to an end, or a chapter could be closing because of the lack of balance, right? But maybe this is something that you're having difficulty ending, okay? But Spirit is asking you to be flexible in whatever way. Number 19. Let's see what this is about, collective. All right. Number 19. Flexible. Flexible is about teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how a tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now. Willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. Okay? So stay curious, stay flexible, and stay with an open mind. Isn't that what it said? Stay open. Yeah, okay. That's all the same thing. It's all the same thing, right? Oh, sorry about the sniffling. Sorry about the sniffling, guys. Let's see why this is. For the collective spirit, please clarify this message. Why are you asking the collective to be flexible at this time? Okay. The world energy is on the bottom again. So this could definitely be about a cycle closing. Maybe you've been waiting for a cycle to close. Spirit, like, just be flexible. Like, even during this time when things are kind of like all over the place, right? If you are flexible, you will not break. Okay? You'll just bend. Just like the tree. And sway with it. Okay? There you go. There it is. Okay? The 8 of Wands energy With the Hierophant energy on the bottom, this is communication. All right, this is movement. And Four Wands is right behind that Hierophant. This can be communicating about being in a relationship, being somebody could communicate they want to be committed, okay, be in a committed relationship. They can be like, feeling more ready to step up, to, be in their masculine energy, emperor energy. Or this can be just like communication that's coming towards you about doing things in a more traditional way, okay, creating a stability, okay, in whatever way. Okay. The Hierophant energy is not only about tradition, but it's also about values. Okay. And one of the messages that it said in the book was that you should still be true to your core values. Okay. Even during this time of being flexible. So this could be an opportunity for you to talk about what your core values are, what matters to you and what's important. Okay. The World energy with the Seven of Pentacles. So the World energy actually came out. This communication that you're having is what's ending the cycle. Okay. So something that you might have felt like it's just not happening. Nothing's changing, right? Whatever communication is coming in for you, whatever movement is happening for you, this is what's ending the cycle. And I do feel like this communication or this movement is around what's most important to you, core values, tradition, spirituality, even. It's about what I feel is connected most to your soul. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles in the Hierophant is you looking at an opportunity, or I ain't gonna say looking at it, considering it. Okay. Considering not only an opportunity, but considering your values, your traditions, your spirituality, and whatever this dialogue is about. Okay. Why is flexible here for the collective? The Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords with the Nine of Wands on the bottom. So if you're coming through with that Queen of Swords energy, you're coming through very clear and decisive, okay? Very firm in your position with your core values or your beliefs, and willing to put something to a rest, willing to end something if it is not aligned, okay? Because the Nine of Wands energy is someone who has been through a lot, okay? Can definitely have to do with deception, like people not being who they say they are, people lying, stealing, cheating, right? And I feel like, yeah, the Page of Swords energy with the Devil is like you're not interested in anything that's not aligned to your core values, what matters most to you, your spirituality, tradition, whatever, this is about. So why is flexible here for the collective? Okay. This is communication that ends a cycle. Okay. Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Okay. Yeah. You're sick and tired. Okay. So this communication could definitely be why you will have been reserved, okay? Why you've been maybe like protecting yourself or holding back with the Four of Pentacles, okay? This communication is definitely sharing with someone why you're standing in your position, okay? Why you're just ready to stand in your truth and in something, especially if it's giving you this Nine of Wands energy, okay? Because with the Knight of Swords energy, that is concrete, okay? The Knight of Swords energy can be somewhat irrational, right? But it's definitely an energy of that's it, okay? Because of Two of Cups on the bottom and the Seven of Cups, there could be a union or a partnership that you are concerned about. Okay, look, and if I'm concerned about it, Five of Swords energy, then guess what? It has to end. Ten of Swords coming in right underneath the Ten of Swords, right? Yeah. So if this is like a partnership, collaboration in whatever way, okay, this can be like partner up to go half on a vehicle, or move in together, or start a business together, or do something in collaboration with someone else. Okay, it doesn't have to be with another person. This can be you doing something or agreeing to collaborate with any other entity, like a business or anyone. Okay. Yeah, this communication as to why you might have been holding back, what you might have been holding on to, okay? That ends a cycle concretely, okay? Because you're very guarded, right? And willing to put it into anything that frustrates you mentally, that gives you pause for concern, right? And it's all because of chop wood in reverse. Now, chop wood is number 42 and reduces to 6. And that's about equality, okay? Like equal give and take, balance, fairness. Yeah, like it's not fair, you know. Yeah, this is what it is. Okay, this is what it is. 42. All right. So chop wood is about being grounded in everyday experience, humility. But in reverse, this is the message. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair and make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you have begun to take incremental steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, take one step towards the gods, and they will take 10 steps towards you. Okay. Sorry. So this is about maybe you not doing your part or someone else. So you gotta do your part. You can't just say what you're gonna do. Okay, it just can't just be an imaginary thing. You know, who's here with me? Hey, Veronica, welcome. Right, see. What do you say? I've been hearing this. Oh, you've been hearing this? Yeah. It's not a coincidence if you've been hearing this. Okay, all right. Why is chop wood here in reverse for the collective energy spirit? Why is chop wood here in reverse for the collective? Yeah. Page of Swords and the Four of Cups, right? You're definitely telling someone why you've been like letting something be, okay? Because you're not happy with it. If you have maybe made a choice to like, end something because you just don't understand it, it's mentally conflicting. You're like, I'm not sure about this. I think you're playing games with me. I think you're pulling my leg. It's because of someone that was maybe not doing their part, or even like an energy, like an entity. If this is like your job or whatever, you're like, I'm not sure about y'all. Y'all talking about y'all gonna give me a raise, but it don't seem like it. I think y'all playing with me. Okay, this is you knowing like that this is not making me happy. Four of Cups energy, all right, and you're letting them know that. Okay, Page of Swords energy, right? Why is chop wood here in reverse? Yep. The Eight of Pentacles and the Lovers. Okay, so this is working on that partnership. It's like, I'm going to tell you what I'm not happy with because I'm willing to work on it. But obviously someone needs to make a change. Okay, the Two of Wands energy on the bottom is a choice that's being made. So maybe because this choice is being made, or maybe because of a choice that is being made, isn't what I just said? Yeah. Someone is saying or communicating or talking about what they are dissatisfied with, okay? But also how they're willing to work on things, right? Chop wood in reverse. Why is this here for the collective? Chop wood in reverse. Okay. The Four of Wands and the Hierophant. Okay. With the Ace of Wands on the bottom. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Okay. The Ace of Wands energy is a new opportunity. Okay. All right. So, yes, Page of Swords energy. You're communicating your dissatisfaction, but you are interested in making things more stable. You are interested in maybe being in a connection. You are interested in getting married or making something official or secure. Okay. And working on doing things in that traditional way, working on doing things according to what your belief systems or your morals or your values. Okay. Because you do have another opportunity. Ace of Wands energy on the bottom is like, because I do have something else. Right. Yeah. Death energy in the Six of Pentacles is you ending your participation, because Eight of Swords energy, it was keeping you stuck. It wasn't giving you what you needed. That's like a job asking you to stay in a position, or we're going to give you a raise, we're going to give you this, you're going to get your own office, or whatever the case may be, and nothing's happening. It's like, I'm doing my part, but you're not doing yours. So I do have another position. Okay? And I'm willing to stay here. I like it here. Right? I'm willing to work on it. But it has to be according to my values and beliefs. It's going to be according to what I believe is fair. You're not going to keep playing with me about a raise and I ain't seen my check increase yet. Okay, that's the energy, right? All right, so why is Chopwood here in reverse for the collective? All right. King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this could include a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, but really it's just a masculine energy that is coming from, that is approaching this situation from an emotional standpoint. It's like, you know what? We have been telling you things were going to change here at the company, and we haven't been doing you right, and you've been loyal to us. So you know what? We owe you something. We owe you fairness here. We owe you genuine collaboration, right? Lover's energy, right? We owe you fairness, right? So since something was unfair, six energy in reverse, okay? 42 in reverse, 6, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Since it was unfair and it wasn't producing anything, okay, giving you armchair astronaut energy. That's what you're telling someone. It's like, I want stability. I'm willing to put in the work, but only the way that I feel like is right for me. And I feel like someone is willing to meet you halfway in whatever way. So collective, be flexible. Definitely stick to your core values, but be able to bend a little bit, okay? Because there is an opportunity for either movement or communication around what you've been holding back on or holding back from, to begin a whole new cycle and express yourself concretely about what you will not take and what you will. So that's what I have for you, Shug. I hope this helped. But I look forward to seeing y'all soon. You just talked to your supervisor. Listen, you probably had that conversation like this. This is why I'm not. This is why I'm not taking no extra overtime. Okay. This is why, I'm not even coming to the Christmas party next week because I'm about to kick it. I'm sorry, but it's definitely y'all. I'm about to go clean my nose right now. But I thank you so much for joining me today. Hey, Bishop, how are you? Just had to do a little collective. I just made shrimp and chicken fried rice for my kids. I hope they like it. The little one likes it, but she's nice to her mom. So I hope the older one, if she tells me she likes it, then it's real. Because she's like, I don't know. Thank you guys for dropping in. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right. Post it to your social media so that everyone else can see it as well. I miss you guys already. Bye. Bye, Veronica. Bye, Bishop.